my YouTube channel, and this is the time when I thought I cut that. Okay, do you know what that is? It ain't nothing to be laughing about. Okay, so long ago, back in the fairy tale woods. No, first of all, no, long ago. Well, first of all, when I was like 15, no, I was 14 years old at the time. Okay, kids, don't be doing this. You got no business to be out here doing this type of stuff. No, okay. So I had this little boy, this little boo, this little boyfriend, whatever, whatever. We was like, I don't know how long we was together at that time when it happened, but oh my god, y'all. So I don't know how long we was together. Are you serious? Like, oh my gosh, y'all can't wait till my little lights come in the mail because this is just ghetto. Okay, so we was talking for a while and we was like, oh, we gonna do the little, you know. I wasn't really serious. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay, and if you know a lot of girls out here, we just be BSing when we talking to these boys and guys or whatever. Oh yes, I was just BSing. I was like, oh yeah, we gonna do it. But I wasn't really serious about it. I just was going along with it. You know what I'm saying? Saying like going along with it. But one day, it was like it really came down to it. We used to be hanging out all the time by my house, in front of my house. It used to be just me, him, my brother, my sister. Like we used to be all chilling with the next door neighbor. But then it was just like it was just me and him because my brother had left or went down the street with someone. My sister's in the house and just me and him. And he was like, oh, like you know, we both give each other a look like, oh yeah, I can like sneak you in now and you know whatever. So I had went inside the house and you know opened the window and I had snuck him inside. I snuck him inside the room and then we were just sitting up for a while because I'm just like OMG. I was like scared. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like really about to happen. I was like OMG. So then he had was like cause I was if it was on me I just been sitting there or whatever, and it was yes okay y'all I'm not even gonna get into details about that stuff, but yes, so it had happened. I just was sitting there because first of all I didn't know what I was doing, but he knew. Okay, it was the first time too, but I don't know, he must have been watching videos. So he not just was sitting there or whatever, doing that or whatever. I was really shook that this was happening. Okay, it happened for a bit, and then that was it. He had left. I said bye, and it was like any regular day because I mean we was together. It wasn't like no sneaky link, how you call it. Yeah, so we was still together or whatever. And then I went in the bathroom after that, and I was like, what is wrong with me? My freaking coochie my freaking coochie was like this big. It was huge, y'all. It was so big and just looking crazy. I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? I'm like, this that freaking boy done gave me something. I'm like, come on now, this is my first time, guy. He ain't gonna spam me. It's my first time doing this, and I'm thinking I'm gonna caught that. It was so big. I'm texting him. I was like, boy, what the heck? What did you give me? I said, my freaking coochie looks all big. He was like, oh, it's just chill out. It's nothing. It was your first time or whatever, so it's probably gonna be like that. I'm like, boy, you know what you're talking about? How you know that? Are you a freaking gynecologist? I just be scared. I was just like, why is it big like that? When I say it was big, it was big. It was big. It was red. It was swollen. It was hurting. And then I just was, I had put some ice on or something like that and make it go down. And the next day it had went down, so I was like, okay, maybe nothing was wrong with it. But I had went to the doctor anyways, and it wasn't nothing wrong with me. He was right now. He was right. I don't know. He was right, and it just was big because of that. Okay, so that's not the biggest thing. Then, okay, so I was homeschooled over. So I used to do my work in the morning, and then I used to already done my work, and I can just have the rest of the day. I still was able to go outside, hang with my friends, and hang with him, whatever. So he used to be in school, so he used to ride the bus home. So I used to go and meet him at the bus stop, and walk home with him because I was already home, and I used to just meet him at the bus stop by the time he got to school. And I don't know what I forgot what he did inside of school, but I know he had got suspended. So he had got suspended early that day from school. I guess someone told him to come straight home, and he did not listen. And someone was at the bus stop. I came back out from the bus stop, and his mama had pulled up like a few blocks. We walking back over my house, from the side of my house. He had told him what happened. I already told him you should go home because your mama gonna come. Cause then the first time she done popped up and I snatched him up. So I was like, you should just go home. But I don't know. He didn't want to listen or whatever. So we was not even close. We was out from my house, not even near my house. But yes, she did pop up. She popped up and said, get in the car, and they went home. And it was, I just went home or whatever, and I don't know if he had his phone. I think his mama took the phone. Yes, I think the mama did take the phone. Yeah, or maybe did your mama take the phone? I can't remember, but I don't know if he had the phone. But he had. It was like later on, cause I think I was talking to him, or yeah, I think I was talking to him. Something happened at home. I think he got a. Are you serious? Okay, so I think so he was texting me or whatever, and then I think he got in trouble at home because remember he got suspended and there was something going on. He had came to my house. He came. It was late at night. It was like 9, 10 o'clock at night. No, the first time he came to my house and he was telling me about what happened at home or whatever, and it was just some drama. And then I was like, I don't know why I done told this boy like you could call me, you could I'm a sneaky one in the house. I got no business. Like first of all, okay, so then he had went back to his house. He had went back, and I don't know. I guess the drama was still going on. He said he was gonna come back. He did say he was gonna come back. So it was already 9, 10 o'clock at night. He had left, and he had went back. He had left. And went back to his house, and then he ended up coming back. It was that night, but I know it's like it's his little knock. He be doing a little knock on the window. Of course, ain't nobody else knocking on the window, but I already know my sister was asleep. OMG, my sister was asleep. I was still up because of course I was waiting on him because he said he was coming back, and then the earlier we was able to talk to him because everybody was up, and it was just like, oh, he had a window to be talking. But by the time he came back, it was really really late, and so we just talking. And it was like, oh, I could sink you in. Oh my gosh, why'd I do that? Okay, so I had snuck him inside the window. Well, my room. I had snuck him inside my window in my room, and first of all, I didn't really think that through. I'm like, well, I'm just thinking, man, and do what? Like, so we just was sitting there, we was sitting there again, just talking, and then that's when OMG, we done did the deed again. OMG, I was too grown, y'all. Police, too grown. But so I remember I was homeschooled. So he done stayed the night, and then I was the only one. All my brothers and my sisters, they went to school. They was not homeschooled. It was me who was homeschooled. So they had went to school the next day. He was still there. And we were just still there, and like everybody, I don't know. I think my mom was working, and I was still homeschooled, so it was just me at the house. And I think my uncle was there for a little bit. I guess there for a little bit, but he didn't really live there. And he was way on the other side of the house, and it was just me there. It's like nobody was really there, so nobody even noticed anything. And he was still in there. So then we just in the daytime, like the next day, we just still in there, and then that's when he was looking out the window. He was like, "Bruh." Instead, my mama called. His mama came to my house looking for him. Are you serious? So his mama came to my house looking for him. She was like, oh, where your mama at? And I was like, mama not here. And yes, he's still in my room hiding. And I was like, oh, just my uncle here. And my uncle don't know nothing about him or anything because he don't live there. He just was like visiting. So I was like, he just here. She was like, she would still want to talk to him. And he didn't even know what to say to her. And then she ended up just leaving, right? So he ended up just leaving. She ended up just leaving, and that's when I told him. I was like, honey, you need to go. Your mama is already out here looking for you. Okay, this is starting to turn left, because not only you about to get in trouble, I'm gonna get in trouble. So this ain't gonna work. So that's when a couple minutes after that, he left and was walking down the street or whatever. I don't know how he did this, but his mama, when he walked down the street, his mama and them called him still driving, and then he went home with her. Okay, that was it. I'm like, okay, that's it. But later on, I was texting him on Facebook or whatever. His mom had his Facebook password. Oh my gosh, I was playing around saying I was pregnant. I don't know why I was super tired like that, and to play like that and act stupid like that. I don't know why I even said that. Okay, I be playing too much. He told his mama, and I don't know, I guess he was scared or something. He told his mama, and then, first of all, I was just playing. It wasn't true. It was just playing, and she seen the message. No, I don't know. I think he did tell his mama, and she also seen the messages because she has password. And so, why the next day, his mama shows up to the house. Yeah, she shows up to the house. I'm like, somebody knock on the door. And then someone knocked on the door, and I was telling my mom, so, oh, it's his mama. I'm like, I don't know. She said she wanted to talk to her. I swear to God, what did I not think was how I'm literally watching through cause my freaking room door window, I'm looking for the outside. I'm looking right to the front door. So she's standing outside the front door speaking to my mom. I'm literally just listening and watching them. This lady tells my mama about the whole thing that happened. Cause I told you I was texting him on Facebook password. She told him, she was like, "Oh, your daughter and my son, he had stayed over here and they had unprotected." I was just literally looking and like, you know how you just like staring like, is this even real? Is this really happening? I was literally losing my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, she's serious. Did she say that? I grabbed my phone so fast before my mom could call me, and I deleted everything on my phone. Deleted everything. Put that password on because I know she can take it. I was just trying to go AWOL about it. I was trying to think. Then she called me to the front door. Before I even got to the front door, BAM! Right in the face 3 times. Right in the face. She was like, why you did that? And his mom was getting scared or whatever. And was like, she started backing away. She's like, oh, might well get her checked out. And then she just left. I was like, oh my gosh, now she want to leave. You caused this. Why did you come over here and say that? I'm like, why? Okay, you ain't do nothing to your son, but just different on my end. You see me get beat up over here or whatever. So then, yes, I got a terrible whooping. I think mama done told everybody in the neighborhood, not the neighborhood, my family. She done told the Jehovah Witnesses, everybody. It was embarrassing. I done got a beating out the world. I just got my phone took. I had to start sleeping in her room because, thinking I'm gonna do something. It was just terrible. He still was outside, gets to hang out with his friends and da da da. I was still talking to him after this. But he had left his key at my house and he came to my window. I was so mad because oh my god, he was still, nothing happened to him. He just was chilling. Da da da. Your mama then came over here and caused all of this. I don't understand that. You want to make like it was a big deal that happened, but he ain't in trouble. You done came over here and told my mama and you ain't do nothing to him. What was the point of that? So I had gave him back his key. She wanted me to talk to him at first, no more. But I mean, that's kind of silly. But she just, I guess in your emotions in the beginning. But it's kind of silly. I done did this with him. Why would you? That's still kind of bad on my end because that's something like important I done did with him, and then you gonna kind of cut it off and completely like not even talk to him no more. And that's kind of, But she wasn't serious about it because like 2 days later it was Valentine's Day. And she had gave me some money to go buy him some little stuff from for Valentine's Day, and she had took me over there, and I had seen him or whatever. We gave each other gifts because he had gifts for me too, or whatever. And yes, that was just ludicrous. It was crazy. It was just out of this world. I never really wanted to speak about that because I don't really feel like in my personal business like that. This is a lot. I could have been in this video and spoke about this. So I ain't that person who just be out with it. You know what I'm saying? Just telling your business to the world. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm grown now. It ain't nothing. It happened, and it's just what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.